What are Java stream operations? In this video, we will cover stream operations. There are two types of stream operations. First one is intermediate operation and the second one is terminal operation. Whenever you are writing a Java stream pipeline, and Java stream was introduced in Java 8 version. So whenever you are writing a stream, the stream consists two elements. The first element will always be the intermediate operation and the ending element will always be the terminal operation. So whatever stream pipeline you have created, it consists either of intermediate operation or terminal operation or both of them. Moving forward, let's deep dive into intermediate operation. These operations will return a new stream. So whenever you're attaching a intermediate operation to a stream, it will always return a new stream. These operations are always lazy. What does lazy mean here? Intermediate operations are not executed immediately when invoked on a stream. Instead, they create a pipeline that remember the sequence of the transformation. So when does it invoke? When you attach a terminal operation to it. As said earlier, when you are creating a stream pipeline, it has to be intermediate operation and a terminal operation. So intermediate operations are lazy because they will not do anything unless until someone like terminal operation invoke them. Intermediate operations are further categorized in stateless and stateful. Filter and map are stateless operations, whereas distinct and sorted are stateful operation. Let's understand terminal operations. Terminal operations return a side effect. Side effect is a fancy word here. You just need to understand whenever we are attaching a terminal operation to a intermediate operation, it will give us a result, because if you remember, in intermediate operation we get a new stream, but we need to apply some functionality or some output should be returned. How to achieve that? So once we add a terminal operation, it will give us the desired result based on the condition we have added. When they are invoked, they produce a final result such as a side effect. They are eager. Eager means, if you can Google what eager means, you'll simply get a definition. Someone with a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of zeal. So here the meaning of eager is they traverse the data source and process the entire stream pipeline before returning a result. So they traverse everything, entire pipeline, and before returning a result, they will just read it from start to end. Both intermediate operation and terminal operation are short circuiting. Short circuiting here mean this term is derived from short circuit. So short circuit is an electrical term where if there is an electricity failure, then there might be a possible cause that there is a short circuit. What does that mean here? Let's understand with an example. So in programming, there might be a chance that we have an infinite object or infinite input. So if we are passing an infinite input to a intermediate operation, what it does, it will never run forever. So what it does, it will produce a finite stream as a result. Same infinite input passed to terminal operation will produce a input within a finite time. So that's why it is short circuiting, where it will halt in between so that it will not fail over the program. Let us now understand how many operations or how many methods are there in intermediate operation. Filter, map, flat map, and peek. These are most important methods which are commonly used in all the industries. If you are working with Java, even in Java 17 or Java 9 or Java 8, filter, map, flat map are really common in any sector you put in. So let's understand filter. Filter method takes a predicate and return a stream that contains only the satisfying elements. Here filter will just return a new stream and it will apply whatever condition we pass in, but it takes a predicate. If you could see in the screen that I have highlighted predicate in filter, function in map, flat map function, peek in consumer. Predicate function consumer, these all are functional interface which was introduced in Java 8. In this video, I am not going to cover all these things. If you like this video, I will create another video where I will cover functional interface topic and then you'll understand. But for now, you just consider that predicate is just a form of an input to a filter method. Map takes a function and return a stream, and that function applies to each element of the stream. Flat map also takes a function where map each element to a stream and flatten it into a single stream. Flat map, you consider that it is like, suppose I have 3 array and I have elements in all 3 array, so it will flatten those 3 array into a single array. For now, you consider this as an example on a theory basis, but I will create a video covering coding real industry example for all these operations. So moving on to peek. Peek take a consumer and returns a stream. This is used for debugging and logging. So if you are an experienced person or if you are new to this, basically we use peek to just debug or to log if we suspect that there might be an issue or some issues reported, because the stream is a pipeline and we will not be knowing that because suppose if we have, it can be a like chaining of my stream. I have filter map, then for each, peek, lot of things, and then I will not be knowing that what is happening in between. So peek is used to debug in between so that I will know what is happening to my stream. Don't worry, I will be covering all these things with a real world example in my next video. Now there are 4 more operations in intermediate operation. Distinct, it return a stream and with a distinct element. If you are aware of databases SQL statement, you might be aware of distinct, whereas that distinct and this distinct, the behavior is the same. The internal working might be different, but their objective is the same. Sorted, it return a sorted stream in a natural order. What is natural order is moreover, for now I will explain you in a simple manner. Just consider that we have 2 main natural order. One is 1 2 3 4 5 6 and another is A B C D E F G H. One is alphabet, another is number. Just consider these two will be our example of natural order. Now we have limit. Limit returns a stream of the size we have defined. Skip returns a stream and discard the first element of the stream, the value we are passing. Moving forward, let us understand methods of terminal operation. As we have discussed earlier, intermediate operation are of no use unless until it has been attached with a terminal operation. Here also you could see that we have used consumer and binary operator, whereas these are functional interface. We will cover in all these things in my separate video, so don't worry. For each takes a consumer and perform an action on each element of a stream. For each order, do the same thing but in a encounter order manner. To array returns an array of a stream element. Reduce takes a binary operator, perform a reduction on a stream element and produce a single result. Reduce is going to reduce my stream. Min and max, as the name say, min will find the minimum value, max will find the maximum value. Okay, I know this is too much theory, but just wait, definitely, because this will help you understand things better. And if an interviewer they ask you, you will be aware that okay, if you say all these things in interview, right, no one can beat you. So count is also a terminal operation, whereas it returns the number of elements present in a stream. Any match, all match, none match is moreover like a if statement. Okay, they all take predicate, and predicate is a functional interface which is sort of a boolean thing. Okay, means boolean give us 2 things, one is true or either is false. So here if any value match, it will give us true. All value match, it will give us true. None of the value match, it will give us true. Find first and find any is it returns an optional, where find first will find the first value, whatever value we are passing, it will search that value, and find any will search any element found in the stream. Now collect is one of the most important method of terminal operation. As said earlier, in intermediate operation, filter map and flat map are very important from interviewer point of view, and even if you're working in an enterprise project, these four you can't live without it. With means you can't live without these four operators: filter, map, flat map, and collect. It is very important. I'm saying it, and I have covered these in my Java 8 interview question series. I've used bunch of example using filter, map, and collect, industry level example, how we use these operations to actually perform our task in an industry. But even I have covered these interview questions, I will put more industry level example so that you'll understand. And when you're doing a job, or if you are stuck doing certain thing, you can easily apply this method and you become a better developer. So collect takes a supplier by consumer as an accumulator, by consumer as a combiner, and a collector. So you need, I will right now, because it's more theory, you just need to understand collect as a group by clause in a database. I know if many people don't know databases or SQL, for them it's hard to understand what is group by in a table. Okay, but anyhow, don't worry, just wait and watch for my coming video where I will cover this with an example so that you will understand that how these methods actually work. But for now you understand that collect method is used to create a collection or a group using the stream element. So that's all for this session. If you have any questions, you could, if even if you have any feedback, you could write that in comment section, and you could subscribe to my channel